You know, guys, it's another one of those days where, I mean, you think about Call of Duty and it's just sad, man. Anytime there's anything brought up about Call of Duty, especially in regards to the future of the franchise, it's always sad news, man. It's always terrible. It fucking sucks. And I'm not joking, man. I'd rather talk about things that are actually important and of value coming very soon, like all 45 weapons that are coming out in Battlefield 6 that's coming out in a couple of weeks. But unfortunately, there is kind of a leak or a rumor that's been making the rounds on Twitter that I've had a lot of you guys send me to check out, and yeah, it's fucking ass. And I'm gonna get into it right now, but before we do, guys, I'm gonna need you to piss on the like button right now, as if you're singing Ignition Remix. Alright, and subscribe if you're new. We're on the way to 60K, guys. We're super close, guys. Thank you so much for 59,000 subscribers. But without further ado, guys, check out this tweet from this leaker named, Crash something. I don't know, this guy's kind of like a Call of Duty leaker, similar to the Ghost of Hope, but not nearly as good or reliable. Kind of close to the side of Reality You Gay, so I don't know, man. Half of these leakers have a fucking problem with the Scab Master, but you guys know every single time they got something to say, I always make them look fucking stupid. Anyways, he came out with this tweet saying, Call of Duty may add a monthly subscription with cosmetic rewards.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And yo, just right off the bat, if this is something that you don't think is worthy of making a video on, if you think this is just me, rage bait, oh my god, you're just hating on Call of Duty. Look, man, there's a thing called a short bus, okay? I think you need to drive it. Actually, you can't drive it because we already have a short bus driver. His name's Thoughts. That guy's literally a fucking bus driver. But you belong on the short bus if you think this is not a big deal. This is a terrible fucking thing for Call of Duty, and if this actually manifests into what it is in the future, guys, I just don't understand how you could possibly not call Activision a greedy corporation or call Call of Duty a complete cash grab. Like, it's no longer based around what the game should be. It's more so about how else can Activision get money off of you? What else can they do and implement into the game to get some extra dollars? Now, before I go any further, let me just remind everybody that this is a rumor, it is a leak. Fingers crossed it doesn't come to fruition, but this guy, as you'll see very soon, he doesn't even really have like a source for this. I'm sure he actually does, but maybe he's just not reporting where he's getting it from, which is, I guess it's understandable, but take this with a grain of salt, okay? There is a very large chance maybe this guy's just baiting, maybe this guy's just wrong, or maybe this is something that Activision is considering, in which case, once again, yeah, this is worthy of a fucking rant. Now, if you want the proper breakdown of how this would look in modern Call of Duty, this guy actually responds to this tweet and he says, a $70 entry fee, which is the base game itself, although in a couple of years it's gonna be $80, $30 Battle Pass BlackCell or $10 for the regular Battle Pass, $20 store skins, which is actually like 30-40 bucks now, and then possibly a $10 subscription.
I get paid the most just to do the least.
That's putting it very lightly, guys. Like, there's no way to tell how Activision is gonna price this thing, and for whatever ungodly reason, if this actually has to exist in Call of Duty, if they charge us more than $10 for this, guys, I think we're gonna start needing more people to check out the videos and really educate themselves on why you should not be supporting Activision monetarily. Let me just show you the type of people that are looking forward to things like this, alright? This guy named Count Death Nick, he comes out here and says, manifesting bikini skins for them, which I'm assuming these are two characters from the Black Ops or Call of Duty titles. I know the one on the right is from Black Ops 6, I think. But my guy, what do you mean manifesting bikini skins? Is this what the Call of Duty community has turned into? Not only are we just handing Activision money for free, but now we're just weird gooners on the internet? Is that really what this is? These are literal pixels on a fucking screen, dog.
Why you nasty? What the fuck type of nigga is you?
Anyways, this guy Crash comes out with another tweet in response to this, and he says, if this happens, BlackCell would be replaced by this subscription, which honestly is a good thing. I don't think BlackCell belongs in Call of Duty. I think it's really fucking stupid. Any game that implements something similar to it, yeah, god-awful move. It's not a good decision, man. A BlackCell variant type of thing as a premium paid battle pass thing should not exist in any game that you need to pay for. Okay, and I don't want to hear this whole like, oh, but Warzone's free to play. Oh, but Battle Royale games are free to play. I don't give a fuck, man. It's scummy at the end of the day that to use majority of these skins, they are being cross-implemented, cross-intersecting, and cross-promoted into a multiplayer game that you need to pay for, okay? If my multiplayer experience is deteriorating because your free-to-play mode is getting these skins that make absolutely no fucking sense and it's literally causing the detriment of Call of Duty, then I don't really care which way you try to cut it. That is hindering the health of multiplayer Call of Duty that we need to pay for. Therefore, if there's a BlackCell variant, it is not good. If there is a Call of Duty cosmetic subscription that comes out in the future, not good. I don't know what kind of demented demonic baboon you need to be in order to pay for a Call of Duty subscription, but it's really not a good look. You guys already saw the fucking gooner over here is gooning over fucking pixels. We need less of these individuals in the Call of Duty community that are garnering this much attention and giving Activision more ideas on what to do, alright? We already have hentai waifu anime skins in the game. We don't need them to up the stakes and get us like anime bikini fucking fat ass titty skins for an extra $10 on top. No, we need less of that. Okay, so yes, this is terrible news for Call of Duty going in the future. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this isn't something that's currently rumored for Black Ops 7. I would assume this is coming out in the future. I'm not even sure it would come out with MW 2019 Part 4. If you guys want my genuine, honest opinions, I think this is something that would likely come out with Sledgehammer Games' next title, especially considering the fact that their next title is not going to be a Modern Warfare title or a Black Ops title, okay? So Activision, in my estimation, is probably going to make a little bit less money that year than any other year where they're just plugging in a Black Ops or MW name just to generate fake nostalgic hype. I mean, I've made this point before. Could you guys imagine if Black Ops 7 was literally titled anything other than Black Ops?
Ass! Ass! Ass piss! Piss!
Could you imagine what would have happened? Brother, if it was a standalone title, if it was a different IP, that game would be flopping significantly harder than it already is. Okay, the name significantly carries these games as of recent, okay? Think about MW 2019 Part 2 and 3. Absolute disgraces to the original Modern Warfare trilogy. If they named those games anything other than Modern Warfare, it would have been so much less successful, and honestly, that probably would have been to the benefit of the Call of Duty community that is anti-buying all of these stupid-ass bundles and cosmetics and BlackCell battle passes, and I guess in the future we're gonna have subscription services. Like, bro, this isn't even the first time Call of Duty has seen some type of subscription thing. We used to have this back in, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was MW3 or maybe it was Call of Duty Ghosts. One of those two games, I know we had like Call of Duty Elite, which was a subscription service back in the day, but we're talking about a time where for $15, you could get 4 maps, fucking Spec Ops maps or a Face-Off map, or maybe even a zombies map in a Treyarch game, and then for like $2-3 you could get a camo that you could put on any gun regardless of what attachments you put on it. Nowadays, this is what we got. We got $30 to $40 bundles, which are cringy and disgusting as all shit. Yeah, we do get maps for free, but man, I'm just gonna be honest, these maps are not hitting, man. Even the launch maps, especially the launch maps, they're not hitting. All they're doing is sucking balls. And anytime we have an event, there is a premium edition of a battle pass that goes along with that event that you could pay for. And yes, while all of these things are purely cosmetic, are we really going to ignore the fact that the games have deteriorated in quality because they can just make up the money from the revenue that they're getting from these cosmetics instead of actually making a game of quality?
Now listen!
So yeah, while we had a subscription service way back in the day, like over a decade ago, I don't think it is nearly as toxic or stupid or cringe as whatever the fuck Activision has planned for the future. Let's also not forget about the fact that there is currently a subscription service for Black Ops 6. Now, while this is technically going through third party, I think the fact this is even a possibility is stupid, and we've already covered this, but a lot of people have already talked about this since the launch of the game, and I even made videos on this, but check out this tweet from Dixerto that came out almost a year ago. Call of Duty players are concerned about Black Ops 6's enhanced headphone mode and its $20 paid tier. Guys, did we forget about pay-to-win audio at the start of this game? There is already a modern subscription service in Call of Duty, and yes, it is third party, but we know for a fact Activision is not opposed to doing this in the slightest. If there's even the slimmest chance that they could generate some more money, they are 100% going to do it. And this is the thing, I understand a lot of people are probably going to defend them because it might be a cosmetic only subscription, so it's not really going to change the fabric of the game, right? Well, no, not necessarily. As you saw earlier in the video, there's gooners that literally want pixelated bullshit flooded all over the game. And we just know for a fact, man, Activision cannot stay away from these cringy ass skins. Okay, Beavis and Butthead, Nicki Minaj, American Dad, I Know What You Did Last Summer, a bunch of furry skins, like any little thing they can do to cater to a random group of people in the hopes that they just buy some shit, they're gonna do it. So of course, if we have a subscription service that is based on cosmetics in the future, I guarantee you they're gonna flood it with the cringiest, dumbest bullshit ever. And keep in mind, this is the same company that put out this tweet not too long ago where they said, first off, thank you, Call of Duty has always been fueled by the community.
Cap.
Every match, every clip, every bit of feedback, you've shaped this franchise right alongside us. This is in regards to the identity of Call of Duty and how shit it has become over the last few years. This is something that they're already aware of. So if they're aware of this, why is there still a possibility of a cosmetic only subscription service that could possibly come to Call of Duty? Once again, if this turns out to be fake, thank fucking God, hallelujah. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on this rumored and potential Call of Duty subscription that is for cosmetics only that might come out in the future? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.